Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to talk about the third dungeon, Yolunakea. For this dungeon, you have to split your party up into two groups. We have 3 people go to this side and 2 people go to this side. This side here, and we split it up by this structure here. This side here we call the cliff side. And this side here we call the hexagon side. The reason we call it hexagon is because this wall looks like hexagons. So we have cliff side and hexa side. 3 people on cliff side, or hexa side, 2 people on cliff. So here we go. I am on cliff side. Go away. First thing that's going to happen is these Vendum ads are going to spawn. All you do is kill them. Smack the Vendums. Next thing that's going to happen is the color ads are going to spawn. So these spawn on each side of the map. That's why I'm by myself. I'm doing this one on my own while my friends are over there. You can see this is a yellow ad. It's got the like yellow sign above it. So I need to body block yellow from hitting this ad. One thing to note is that if you know you're going to be too late to body block the yellow while you're attacking the ad, just run the heck away. Because if yellow hits this ad, it's going to cause an AoE about this big around it that's going to one-shot you. So just keep that in mind. You need to be confident that you're going to body block the color. Usually I can E-buff here and kill the ad before, but I was playing it very safe. There's the yellow. It came in really quick. You can see I blocked it, and then I killed the ad. And then I go over to the other side to help my friends. If more than 2 colors get in, or 1 or 2 colors get into the ad, it's going to get big. The other thing to note is these gold rings throughout the fight. Let me see if I can get a good look at one. Right there, you see this gold ring? It's going to pat across the map. If you step in this gold ring, it's going to keep hitting you, and it's going to stay in the same spot. So you can grief your party by not paying attention and being in that gold ring that's going to pulse and pulse and pulse until you get out of it and it moves. So it's going to be a round of these Vendums again. You kill the Vendums. It's going to be 2 rounds of Vendums. So this is kind of like a boring fight where you just wait. We're going to wait. Here comes the next round of Vendums. There's the gold ring that's patting through the map. And then again, it's yellow for me again. So I'm going to block yellow. I found the yellow, and I'm standing in front of where it's going to come. And I kill the ad. Boom. Then I go over to help my friends. You kill that, it's going to be 2 more rounds of Vendums, which I'm just skipping because all we did was stand here and kill the Vendums and ignore the padding gold ring. There's the next round of Vendums. Again, you just kill these before they reach mid. And then everybody will converge to the hexagon side to fight the boss. See how we're getting out of the way of this thing so it moves through the map. Alright, so for this phase, let me go back a little bit so you can see it better. For this phase, you can see that there's only 1 orb rotating around this tower, and there's all 5 orbs rotating around this tower. After we kill the boss that spawns here, each player gets an orb. You need to fill these towers both up with 5 orbs. It's okay to overfill, it's just not okay to underfill. You won't get the cutscene. What I mean by that is what I'm calling out right now is I'm sending 4 players after we kill the boss to this pillar, and I'm sending 0 players to this pillar. If there was only 4 orbs around this pillar, then I would send 1 person here and 4 people here. But since this one's completely full, I just send everybody here. And you'll see that play out. right here. So boss is gonna spawn. We kill the boss. Everybody gets an orb, and everybody goes to the left pole that needs the orbs, and you get a cutscene. After the cutscene, there's going to be 2 deer. You send the whole entire party to the right side except for 1 person. So everybody's going to kill this deer, while 1 person is assigned to break the shield on the deer on the left. You'll see that play out here because I'm the one that breaks the shield. So everybody goes to the right to burn the right deer. And I go left. And all I'm doing is taking down this Root of Creation shield. And I'm just going to keep it occupied off the group while they burn down the right deer. There's the gold ring again. Watch out for it. Okay. When it says the health is too low, right here, when it says that Tinturo's health is too low, that's when everybody converges. And there's one thing to look for here. It's kind of hard to see and explain, but these little spinny things that are spinning, there's actually 4 of them. They were actually previously the little white rings on the ground. They come up out of the ground. You smack those to get an eye buff. I'll show you that in just a second. You want to wait until the deer is gone. So there's the deer right there. Once he's gone, you smack these little things and you get an eye buff. You can see on my screen, I have an eye buff right here. That's the buff you need. For the cliff side, which is behind me, you can see the hexagons here, over here. For the cliff side, which is behind me, all they have to do is find the hidden towers and kill them. Super easy. The hexagon side has it harder. That's why we send 3 people on this side. If you look, in fact, that's a really good shot of it. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, if you look very closely, you can see this like ghostly pillar. The eye buff is what allows you to see that. If you didn't have the eye buff, you could not see this ghostly pillar right here. So the object of the game here is to knock one of these ads to where it's standing on the pillar. Then you stand next to the pillar to activate it, to activate the eye buff. So, or to activate the pillar. It needs to turn green, and I'll show you. So I'm going to wait. I've already found where the pillar is. So I'm smacking this ad close to the pillar. Once it's close enough, you can see all I do is stand next to this pillar. And you stand there long enough to where this blue line turns green. Like that. Once it turns green, you're done. That one's green, so they're done. See, you can see right here. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but it's behind this tree right here. I saw it, and I saw that my party hasn't done it yet, so I'm knocking this ad to that pillar, and you have to do this phase pretty quickly. So I'm smacking it, there it is. It's uncovered, and I'm just going to stand there until it turns green. If you pass the ad phase, both deer will spawn, and you just kill those deer. The first big mech here is going to be the water puddles. So the boss is going to spawn these water puddles all around the map. You must get knocked up and get the debuff. If you do not get the debuff, you will die. I will show you the debuff. So there's the debuff right here. It's the blue and yellow DP up buff. You need that buff. If you got knocked up and you didn't get that buff, you can go in a new set and get knocked up again if you absolutely want to be safe. If you die, then you know you did that wrong. The next mech after that is Vendums that spawn, I believe. We burn this pretty fast, so I'll just... Oh, it's towers, I believe. So for towers, you want to look for the red tower first, and then the orange tower. The orange tower looks red until you see the red tower. So you can see I'm scanning. That one's actually orange. That's the red. See how red that is compared to the other one, even though the other one looked red? So you kill red first, and then orange. Next mechanic is Vendums, which I forgot. I'm standing on the next mech. I called it out too soon. But the Vendum spawn, you just smack those real quick. And then the next mechanic is when this lightning orb right here is at the middle. 2 of these out of 4 are going to be lit up with lightning as well. So there's going to be like a lightning ball and one of these white things here. What I like to do is just have the whole entire party stand on 4. That way, as soon as the lightning balls spawn, the mechanic is done. So we all stand there. And then it's done. If you don't do this, she gets a DP up buff. So if the boss has a DP up buff, that's how you remove the DP up buff. And that's the whole fight. Right there. Boom. Done. And that is Yolunakea. Hope you guys enjoyed.